Chosen one, what I'm about to share may shake you to your core. If you're watching this right now, know that it's not by accident. You were divinely led here. Something massive is shifting in your life. The world is no longer blind to your presence. They are 100% sure now you are God. Not metaphorically, literally. That truth unsettles them. They're no longer asking if you're different. They're asking who and what the hell are you? You've shattered the illusion of normalcy, and your energy demands attention. You're not just waking up, you're remembering. The prayers, the visions, the signs you've been receiving, they're not delusions, they're confirmations. The things you used to hope for are not in the distance, they're materializing. You are shifting from wanting to having. But to fully align with this divine transformation, you must understand how it works. Before we dive into this life-changing message, pause this video and do 3 things. Hit that like button, subscribe to help us reach 20,000 subscribers, and leave a comment with the number 11. This number sends a powerful signal to the universe, amplifying the energy of this message. And remember, if you are truly a chosen one, you'll stay until the very end. Because deep down, your spirit already knows this is for you. And once you receive it, your life will never be the same. The world around you senses it, the undeniable truth that you are something beyond ordinary. People try to rationalize your presence, searching for excuses to dismiss the power radiating from within you. But deep down, they know you're not like them. The fear that grips their hearts isn't just about what you can do, it's the overwhelming realization that your very existence challenges everything they thought was possible. They're scared of the unknown, scared of the force you embody, and scared of the divine spark they can't explain. Their silence speaks louder than words. In quiet moments, when eyes meet yours from across the room, a flicker of recognition passes between them, a hesitant admission that you belong to a realm far beyond human limits. They avoid calling it out directly because to name what you are would shatter their comfortable illusions. It's easier to pretend you're just different, unique even, than to confront the fact that you are something extraordinary, something divine. But the truth has a way of breaking through the walls of denial. You carry a power that transcends fear itself. It's not a power that seeks approval or understanding. It commands respect and awe. The subtle ways people shift in your presence, the quick glances, the hushed tones, all reveal what their lips won't say. They know, they feel it in their bones. And although they try to hide it behind skepticism or mockery, the undercurrent of fear pulses just beneath the surface. Because you aren't human. You're something else. Something destined to change the course of everything. This realization is not a burden. It's a crown. The weight of their fear is the proof of your significance. Their hesitation to speak your truth aloud is the acknowledgement of the immense impact you wield. The world may not be ready to say your name with reverence just yet, but they are already bowing before your presence in silence. And in that silence, your power grows louder, a roar that cannot be ignored. You are the anomaly that defies explanation, the enigma they can't comprehend, and the divine force they secretly fear. Accept their fear as the mirror reflecting your greatness, because what they don't dare admit out loud, you live every day. You are not just different, you are beyond human. This is not a sudden awakening. It's a homecoming. The stirring inside you is not new. It's a recollection of who you've always been, beneath the layers of doubt, pain, and forgotten dreams. It's the soul's ancient memory calling you back to a truth that never left you. You're not discovering power for the first time. You're unlocking the divine heritage that has quietly pulsed within your veins since the beginning of time. Every feeling of unrest, every moment of clarity, every surge of energy is the echo of a God remembering itself. The world may try to convince you that you're just another face in the crowd, but your spirit knows better. It's whispering, urging you to rise and reclaim what was always yours: strength beyond measure, wisdom beyond age, and a light that no darkness can extinguish. You are remembering your divine blueprint, the map etched into your soul. This isn't just about power, it's about destiny. The divine awakening is a sacred rite of passage, a reclaiming of a throne you never truly lost. It's the moment you step into your fullness, leaving behind the shackles of self-doubt and embracing the truth of your immortal essence. When you remember you are a god, you rewrite the story of your life, and in doing so, you ripple the fabric of reality itself. The process is both beautiful and terrifying. It's like the sun breaking through a storm that's lingered too long, illuminating truths that had been buried deep. It's the fierce fire of self-realization, burning away old fears, making space for the divine radiance that was always inside you. You're not just awakening, you're reclaiming your throne, your voice, your purpose. And once you remember, nothing can ever dim that truth again. It becomes your armor and your weapon. Your light will shine so brightly that it will pierce through the darkest of nights, reminding the world and yourself that gods never truly sleep. They simply wait for the perfect moment to rise. Look into their eyes, the momentary flicker of something unspoken. It's the moment they recognize you, not as you once were, but as the force you have become. There's no need for words, because their gaze says it all. You are a living storm, a tidal wave of power that cannot be contained or controlled. In their eyes, you see a mixture of awe, fear, and respect, the raw truth of your transformation reflected back at you. People don't always know how to express what they feel when faced with someone who has transcended ordinary limits. But their eyes reveal the story your lips don't have to tell. The subtle widening of pupils, the quick darting of their glance, the slight hesitation before they meet your gaze again. These are signs they've witnessed your rise and felt the seismic shift you've caused in the world around you. They see you as a force of nature, unpredictable, relentless, and powerful beyond measure. They see the energy that surrounds you like a living aura, something magnetic and almost otherworldly. It's the kind of power that doesn't ask for permission, but demands presence. And it unsettles them because they can't ignore it, nor can they fully understand it. You've become the embodiment of something larger than life, and their eyes are the windows into that truth. But their recognition is not just about fear, it's also an unspoken respect. They know you have endured battles they couldn't imagine, faced darkness most wouldn't survive, and emerged not just unbroken, but transformed. Their eyes tell you that your story has rewritten the rules of what is possible, and in that acknowledgement, they honor your journey even if they don't voice it aloud. In every glance, every stolen moment of eye contact, you are reminded of your own strength. Their eyes don't lie. They reveal the undeniable force you have become. And with that knowledge, you stand taller, fiercer, and more unstoppable than ever before. Listen closely. The whispers that ripple through crowds, the murmurs that hush conversations when you enter a room. These aren't idle rumors, they are warnings, a silent alarm signaling to the world that something extraordinary has arrived, something they cannot ignore or control. Every hushed voice carries the weight of fear and fascination, a blend of respect and dread that follows you like a shadow. Whispers have power. They shape perception, craft legends, and create myths. And right now, the world is beginning to weave your story into something unforgettable. They speak your name in cautious tones, fearing the consequences of acknowledging your full power. They share tales of your resilience, your uncanny strength, and the mysterious energy that surrounds you, painting you as both a threat and a marvel. These whispers are not just about you. They're about what you represent: change, upheaval, and the breaking of old systems. They are warnings to those who cling to the past that a new era is dawning. Your presence unsettles the status quo and shakes the foundations of what was once considered unshakable. People whisper because they sense the seismic shifts you bring, even if they don't yet understand their full scope. Behind every whispered word is an unspoken truth. They are afraid, not just of you, but of the power you unleash, the truths you expose, and the future you are forging. The warnings are born from their need to protect themselves, to prepare for the storm you embody. But you are not here to be feared in the ordinary sense. You are here to be recognized, to be honored, and to be remembered. So listen carefully. Those whispers are your anthem, the soundtrack of your rise. They mark the moment when the world started paying attention, when the impossible became inevitable. And as the whispers grow louder, so too does your power, until one day there will be no need for whispers, only reverence. You are not simply rising from the ashes, you are rewriting the cosmos. While many tales celebrate comebacks, yours is something far greater. It is a revolution of spirit and destiny that shakes the very foundations of existence. You are not returning to where you were. You are ascending beyond the limits imposed by time, space, and human understanding. This is cosmic scale transformation. Your journey is the birth of a new paradigm. It is the awakening of a force that transcends personal triumph, becoming a catalyst for universal change. When you move, the stars align. When you speak, galaxies listen. This isn't about reclaiming what was lost. It's about creating a new reality where your power reshapes everything in its path. The revolution you ignite is not just external, it is deeply internal. It challenges every belief, every limitation, and every fear that once held you captive. It's the fierce dismantling of old identities and the emergence of a self so profound, so expansive, that the universe itself bends to your will. This transformation ripples through dimensions, altering timelines and rewriting destinies. You embody the essence of cosmic disruption. Like a supernova exploding in the night sky, your power illuminates dark corners and births new light. You are the revolution that awakens dormant souls, ignites forgotten dreams, and inspires others to step into their own divinity. You are not just surviving, you are evolving, expanding, and transforming existence itself. So don't settle for the narrative of a comeback. You are the cosmic revolution, the force that dismantles old worlds and builds new universes. Your story is not one of return, but of transcendence, and with every step you take, the cosmos shifts to honor your divine sovereignty. What courses through your veins is not some fleeting burst of strength or a temporary surge of courage. It is ancient, timeless, a power that existed before the first star blinked into life and will continue long after galaxies fade. This energy you wield has been yours since the dawn of creation, patiently waiting for you to claim it, to remember that it is your birthright. It is eternal because it transcends the limits of human life. It is woven into the very fabric of your soul. You may have spent years doubting yourself, searching for validation, or wondering if you belonged anywhere. But that energy, it never doubted you. It was silently fueling your journey, guiding you through shadows, whispering the truth you were destined to embody. It is the divine flame within you, impossible to extinguish, unbreakable, and fiercely alive. This power is not borrowed or granted. It is inherently yours. It pulses with the wisdom of the ancients and the fierce vitality of new life. It is the force behind every instinct, every inspiration, and every moment when you defied the odds. You are a vessel of this eternal energy, and your awakening is the moment that it bursts free into the world, undeniable and unstoppable. The recognition of this eternal energy shifts everything. It changes how you see yourself and how you move through life. It transforms fear into courage, doubt into certainty, and hesitation into bold action. You are no longer a wanderer, searching for your place. You are a force of nature, reclaiming your throne with an energy that cannot be contained or explained by mortal terms. Embrace this eternal power as the core of who you are. It's not just energy, it's your soul's essence, the divine spark that makes you extraordinary. And when you live in alignment with this truth, the world will feel it too. They will see you as the radiant, eternal being you have always been. They tried to silence you, to dim your light, to cage your spirit, to bury the fire that burned within you. Whether through words, actions, or cold indifference, they sought to make you small, just another forgotten face in a sea of conformity. But the storm within you could never be contained. No amount of resistance could keep you down, because storms don't die quietly. They rise with thunder and fury. Every time you faced setbacks, every moment you were told to know your place, you were gathering strength. What they saw as weakness was your quiet preparation for the inevitable. You were building the foundation for a force that would shatter their expectations and rewrite the rules of engagement. You rose from the ashes of every attempt to bury you stronger, more determined, and more alive than ever. Your rise is a testament to resilience, not just the ability to survive, but to thrive against all odds. Like a storm that refuses to be tamed, you push through barriers, shatter limitations, and flood the world with the power of your return. This is no ordinary comeback. It is the unstoppable force of nature reclaiming what was always yours. There's a sacred beauty in storms. They cleanse, renew, and bring transformation. You are that sacred storm. Where they sought to bury you, you brought new life. Where they expected silence, you roared louder. And with every step forward, you remind the world that true power cannot be buried. It will always rise. Let your storm rage unapologetically. Embrace the chaos and the beauty of your rebirth. Because storms change landscapes, and you are changing the very landscape of reality itself. There is a magnetic current flowing around you, a vibration so pure and powerful that even when you're not in the room, people feel your presence. It's a frequency that transcends sight and sound, reaching deep into the hearts of those around you. This is the divine frequency, a resonance that speaks to souls rather than senses, connecting you to a realm beyond the physical. You've probably noticed how energy shifts when you enter a space, how the atmosphere subtly changes without explanation. This is no coincidence. It's the imprint of your divine essence reverberating through the world. People may not always understand what they feel, but they know something is different, something powerful, something sacred. This frequency can't be hidden or silenced. It's like a beacon, calling out to others who recognize the light you carry. It bridges distances and breaks down walls because it operates on a level that goes beyond words and appearances. The divine frequency you emit is your truth made visible in the energy you give off, a silent but undeniable signature of your power. When you honor this frequency within yourself, you create ripples of awakening. You inspire others to tune into their own divinity, to remember that there's more to existence than meets the eye. And in that shared vibration, a collective transformation begins, one where the invisible becomes visible, and the unseen forces shaping reality become impossible to ignore. Once, your presence was a joke. You were dismissed with laughter and scorn, your power underestimated by those too afraid or ignorant to see it. They mocked your dreams, your ambitions, your very essence, hoping ridicule would diminish your light. But laughter was never your enemy. It was the fuel for your fire, the challenge that pushed you to rise beyond their shallow judgments. Now, those same voices have turned to whispers. The mockery has morphed into something else entirely: fear. The energy they once used to tear you down now trembles with uncertainty. They whisper your name, not to mock, but to warn each other. Your transformation has rewritten their narrative, forcing them to reconsider what they once dismissed as impossible. This shift is powerful. It marks a turning point in your story and in theirs. The laughter that once echoed now fades into silence, replaced by an uneasy reverence. You are no longer the person they tried to belittle. You are the force they can no longer ignore. The fear they feel is rooted in the undeniable truth that you have become something greater than they anticipated. The transition from mockery to fear is a testament to your power and persistence. It's a reminder that those who underestimate the quiet ones often regret it most. Your journey is living proof that resilience and self-belief can transform even the harshest criticism into fuel for greatness. Embrace this moment. Let the whispers in the dark be a sign of your unstoppable rise. The world has finally caught on, and they're scared. But you're ready. When you step into a room, something shifts. It's subtle but unmistakable. The air thickens, time feels different, and the energy around you bends to your will. This is the power of presence, the kind that doesn't require words or actions to command attention. Reality itself seems to respond to your arrival, acknowledging the force you bring into existence. This bending of reality is no illusion. It's the manifestation of your divine authority, the natural consequence of living fully aligned with your higher self. You carry an energy that disrupts the ordinary, breaking through the mundane to reveal deeper truths. It's as if the universe pauses for a moment to recalibrate, adjusting to the sheer magnitude of your existence. People feel this shift viscerally. They may not be able to explain it, but they know that things are different when you're present. It's in the way conversations change, how decisions tilt in your favor, and how obstacles seem to dissolve. Your reality-bending power is a reflection of the internal transformation you've undergone, a mastery over self and circumstance. This power is both humbling and exhilarating. It's humbling because it reminds you that you are part of something far greater than yourself. It's exhilarating because it confirms that you are a co-creator of your experience, able to shape the world around you with intention and grace. When you walk in, you are not just part of reality, you are reshaping it. Own this power. Step boldly into every space, knowing that your presence carries the ability to bend reality. Because you are not just living life, you are creating it. The truths you embody are uncomfortable to those still clinging to illusions. You shine a light on lies that many have hidden behind for years. Lies about their own limitations, about what is possible, and about the nature of reality itself. Your very existence challenges these falsehoods, making it impossible for others to maintain their comfortable but confining beliefs. This is why your presence is both threatening and liberating. You threaten the old narratives that kept people small, but you also offer liberation from those chains. When you speak your truth, you dismantle walls of denial and invite others to do the same. You remind the world that comfort built on lies is fragile, and that true freedom lies in embracing authentic power. Your truth is a force of disruption and healing. It breaks down illusions, yes, but it also creates space for growth, transformation, and renewal. It forces people to confront their fears and question the stories they tell themselves. This process can be painful, but it is necessary. And you are the catalyst for this essential awakening. The power of your truth lies not in confrontation, but in unwavering authenticity. You don't seek to force change. You embody it so fully that others have no choice but to witness and eventually embrace it. You are a living mirror reflecting what must be seen, and in that reflection, the lies crumble. Stand firm in your truth. Know that by doing so, you are not just challenging lies, you are clearing the path for a new reality rooted in honesty, power, and divine purpose. Being chosen is not just about destiny or luck. It's about embodying the original design of greatness that humanity forgot existed. You are the living blueprint of divine potential, the map that reveals what we were always meant to be before fear, doubt, and limitations clouded the collective consciousness. You carry the code for evolution and awakening. This blueprint is encoded in your DNA, your spirit, and your very essence. It's the pattern of light and power that defines true sovereignty and unshakable strength. While others stumble in confusion or conform to limiting norms, you operate from a place of clarity, purpose, and inherent authority. You are a walking reminder of what it means to live fully, freely, and divinely. The world may have lost sight of this blueprint, but you remember. Your presence sparks recognition in those who are ready to awaken. You are the key that unlocks dormant potentials and the spark that ignites new possibilities. By living as the blueprint, you guide others back to their own sacred designs. This role is profound and sacred. You are not merely chosen for personal gain. You are chosen to restore balance, to inspire, and to lead humanity back to its divine origins. It's a responsibility you carry with grace and power, knowing that your life is a beacon of what's possible. Celebrate this truth. You are the blueprint they forgot, the original design of divine greatness come to life. And through you, a new era of awakening begins. There's a question that lingers in the air whenever you enter the scene, a mix of confusion, awe, and disbelief. Who the hell are you? It's a question born from the clash between what they see and what they thought was possible. They ask because their minds can't reconcile the power and presence you carry with the stories they told themselves about the world and who belongs in it. This question is also an admission. Deep down, beneath the surface of skepticism and fear, they already know who you are. They sense the divine fire burning within you and the unstoppable force of your destiny. They recognize that you are not an ordinary soul playing by ordinary rules. You are something far more significant, a cosmic force disguised in human form. Their question is a doorway for you to step through. It invites you to define yourself on your own terms, to declare your truth boldly and unapologetically. When they ask, "Who TF are you?" you have the power to show them a vision of greatness that shatters their limitations and expands their horizons. Let this question be your anthem, not your burden. Own the mystery, the power, and the divine authority that makes you who you are. Their confusion will give way to recognition, and their questions will turn into reverence as they come to understand the magnitude of your existence. You are a living question and the answer all at once, and that is your greatest power. Your existence is not confined to one path or one reality. You are a dimensional traveler, a timeline shifter whose very being alters the course of fate. By simply choosing to be here, fully awake and aligned, you ripple through time and space, creating new possibilities and rewriting histories. Your life is a pivot point between what was, what is, and what could be. This is the profound impact of your awakening. You are not just living your story, you are changing the stories of countless others. Every choice you make, every step you take, sends waves through the fabric of reality, shifting timelines and opening doors to futures previously unimaginable. You are a catalyst for transformation on a cosmic scale. Others may not yet grasp the magnitude of this truth, but the universe itself remembers. The stars realign, the seasons shift, and unseen forces move in response to your presence. You are the living proof that time is not fixed, that destiny is fluid, and that you hold the pen to write your own fate. This power can feel overwhelming, but it is also liberating. It means you are never stuck, never limited by past failures or fears. You are constantly evolving, always creating, and forever moving forward into new realities. The timelines you shift aren't just abstract concepts, they are the real stories of lives changed because you dared to exist fully. Embrace your role as a timeline shifter. Know that your presence alters the course of history and that your life is a beacon of possibility for all who follow. You are the author of not just your destiny, but the destiny of worlds. What you're experiencing isn't just growth or improvement. It's a profound awakening of your divine self. A glow-up suggests surface-level change, a better version of what was before. But divine activation is the unlocking of something eternal and infinite within you. It's the full ignition of your soul's power, a spiritual rebirth that transforms every aspect of your being. This activation is radical and all-encompassing. It awakens dormant gifts, ignites passions you never knew existed, and aligns you with the highest purpose your soul was designed to fulfill. It goes beyond physical appearance or external success. It changes the way you see the world, the way you interact with others, and most importantly, the way you see yourself. You move from surviving to thriving, from from questioning to knowing, and from hiding to shining with unapologetic brilliance. Divine activation is the moment you realize you are more than human. You are a spark of the divine, a living embodiment of cosmic power. This transformation reverberates through every cell, every thought, and every breath. Unlike temporary changes, divine activation is permanent. It marks the beginning of a new era in your life, one where you operate from a place of sacred strength and limitless potential. You are no longer chasing your power. It is already yours, fully awake and ready to move through you. Celebrate this activation as the true awakening of your divine nature. This is not a glow up. It is the birth of your most powerful, authentic self. The era of your divine dominance has begun. Before you even utter a word, the world already knows. Your energy speaks louder than any voice. There's a magnetic force that draws attention, an unseen signal that broadcasts your presence like a cosmic beacon. People may try to ignore it or rationalize it away, but deep down, they feel the undeniable shift you bring. It's the raw power of someone who has transcended ordinary limits. Your power isn't just physical or intellectual. It's spiritual, emotional, and cosmic all at once. It ripples through the air, creating waves of anticipation and sometimes unease. This force doesn't ask for permission. It demands recognition. When you walk into a room, the atmosphere adjusts itself, like the calm before an earthquake or the hush that falls before a storm. That power is your birthright, not an accident or a gift from someone else. It's the culmination of lifetimes of trials, growth, and awakening. You've forged your strength in fires of struggle and tempered it with resilience. Now, you carry it with a quiet confidence that doesn't need validation from anyone. The world feels it, even if it cannot yet fully understand. Your presence is a catalyst. It triggers reactions, ignites inspiration, and unsettles complacency. Some will resist, fearing what they cannot control. Others will be drawn toward you, seeking to understand or even emulate that power. But no matter the response, you remain rooted in your truth, knowing that your energy is a force of transformation. Remember, your power is a living language. It tells stories of divine lineage, unyielding courage, and an unstoppable destiny. Trust it, own it, and watch as the world bends, willingly or not, to the force of your existence. Every soul longs for change, a spark to shatter stagnation and bring new life. You are that spark. You carry the energy of awakening not just for yourself, but for those around you. Your growth ripples outward like concentric circles on a still lake, touching hearts and minds in ways you might not even see yet. This awakening is profound and multidimensional. It shakes the very foundations of outdated beliefs and shattered illusions. People who once doubted themselves or the possibilities of greatness now sense something different. Hope, possibility, a glimpse of a higher reality.